Hello everyone, it's me, it's Mark, and I'm here with you for another live stream class. Yeah, before I do anything, I need to know if you can see me. I need to know if you can hear me. If you can see me, if you can hear me, please say yes in the chat so I know everything is okay. If you can see me, if you can hear me, please say yes in the chat so I know everything is how it should be. Helga says yes, thank you. Helga. Boars says yes, thank you so much, Boars. Let's see. Fire Candle says yes. Kadeen says yes. Castorine says yes. Carlos, howdy Carlos. Carlos says yes. Marcy says yes. There is Diva. Diva says yes. Okay, great to see you all. Because of course, without you, there's no reason for me to be here. So thank you for your valuable time. Yes, I appreciate it. As you know, we always start our class with a toast. Actually, we're doing 3 toasts. Yes, 3 toasts. And I'm toasting with my orange tumbler, my beautiful orange tumbler. Inside this orange tumbler is hot black coffee. And our first toast, it's for the green team. You see them. Their names are in green. They support me. They support the channel financially. Yes, they are the members. They are the green team. Let's give them a big, big thank you. Here we go. Cheers, bump, cheers, bump. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. Bottoms up. Our second toast, it's for Boars. You see him. His name is in Blueberry. He is the channel moderator. He's here to help you. He's here to help me. He is a wonderful, kind, warm-hearted person. Let's give Boars a big thank you. Cheers, bump, cheers, bump. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. Bottoms up. Our third toast, it's for you. Yes, for you, because without you, there's no reason for me to be here. Let's toast to you. Let's toast to a fun, interesting, informative, and productive lesson today. Cheers, bump, cheers, bump. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. Bottoms up. Okay, good, good, good. We are going to have a wonderful lesson today. We're going to have a fantastic class today. And let's talk about what we will do today. And it's written right here on this sheet of paper. We're going to start with an idiom. We always start our class with an idiom. I will write the idiom on the board, and you will make sentences using that idiom. I have hay fever, everyone, so if you're wondering why is Mark coughing, and the hay fever, it's in my lungs. The pollen is in my lungs. So always, every year at this time, I get hay fever. So please be patient. Next month, I'll be okay. But April is always a tough month for me during hay fever season. Okay, after the idiom practice, we're going to look at some phrasal verbs. Actually, 9 phrasal verbs. The topic is money. Money. And there's a video we will watch that will present the phrasal verbs. Then we will do a worksheet which will give you example sentences, and then you will make your own sentences using the phrasal verbs. Then after that, we're going to describe some pictures, 9 pictures, and we're going to use the present simple passive voice. Present simple passive voice to make those sentences, and the topic is daily activities. So the pictures are daily activities, right? What we do every day, but you're going to make sentences using the passive voice, okay? So the passive voice, that's when the action is happening to the thing. So the doer, it's not, the subject is not doing it. It's being done to it. Okay, so anyways, we'll talk more about it in a little bit, but let's start our class with an idiom, and here is our idiom. If you know what it means, write it in the chat. If you know what it means, write it in the chat. And the idiom is deadbeat. Deadbeat. If you know that idiom, write it in the chat. Deadbeat. There is the idiom, deadbeat. If you know what it means, write it in the chat. Anne is in the house. Hello, Anne. Daima is in the house. Hello, Daima. Diva de Souza is here in the house. Hello. Henna is here. Hello, Henna. Okay, we got Katie with her answer. Our idiom, deadbeat, and Kaylee says, someone does not fulfill their responsibilities, especially financial ones. Yes, good, Katie. A lazy person, I wouldn't call it really a lazy person. Like Boris mentioned this word before. For a lazy person, slacker. I would use slacker more than a deadbeat. So it's about money. Yeah, there you go, Boris. Someone who defaults on debts, right? So they owe money, but they don't pay, right? If they don't pay what they owe to someone, they are a deadbeat. It could be like for rent, they didn't pay their rent, they're a deadbeat, right? They didn't, they borrowed money from you. Hey, can you, I forgot my wallet. Can you loan me $10? Okay. And they don't pay you back. That's a deadbeat, right? So someone who fails to pay personal debt. Okay, so someone who fails to pay personal debts. That is a deadbeat. Now, my sentence, right? We want to write example sentences so we know we understand the meaning, right? If you can use deadbeat in a sentence correctly, that means you understand the word and how to use it, right? My sentence is, his friends are a bunch of deadbeats. Oh no. His friends are a bunch of deadbeats. That's a bad friend. That's a bad person, right? His friends are a bunch of deadbeats. I don't need the there we go. His friends are a bunch of deadbeats. Okay, let's see your sentence. Yeah, and for sure, negative. This is not a positive, it's a negative. If you call someone a deadbeat, you're using it in a negative way. You know, don't be a deadbeat. If you borrow money, pay it back. Don't be a deadbeat. You know, if you agree to something like renting an apartment, pay the rent. Don't be a deadbeat. You agreed to it. You signed your name. You shook your hand, right? You shook hands. So don't be a deadbeat. Don't have a bad reputation. Be a good person. Carlos, I don't work for that contractor because he's a deadbeat. Yeah, he doesn't pay the wages to you, right? Especially like a contractor, he goes, hey, Carlos, I need you to build some cabinets for this house I am building. So Carlos goes, sure. And you agree on a price. You build the cabinets, but he doesn't pay you. He's a deadbeat. And he was said to be a deadbeat dad because he didn't provide for his children. Yeah, a deadbeat dad. Very good. Not paying his fair share for the children. That is good. And Katie, the landlord is tired of all the deadbeats who don't pay rent on time. Good, Katie. Good sentences, everyone. Well done. Good, Katie. Don't be a deadbeat. Take responsibility for your actions. Yeah, you agreed to it. You promised. You shook hands. Now do your obligation. Good. Boris has a sentence. Boris's sentence is, my next door neighbor is literally a deadbeat. Literally means actually, for sure. He has no clue about how to clear his debts. He always borrows heavily and fails to pay. Oh, not true, by the way. Okay, that's good. We are practicing English here, right? So your sentences do not have to be true. So please remember that, everyone. We're here to practice only. So your sentences do not have to be true. So if you do not know any deadbeats, if you do not have any experience with deadbeats, don't worry about that. Use your imagination. The purpose is to be able to use these words that we practice, right? That's what we're here for. We're here to practice. So for sure, your sentence does not have to be true. Yukinon is in the house. Hello, Yukinon. Mwah. Yukinon, her sentence. I used to buy snacks in a store near my home. Sometimes I didn't have money, and I promised to the owner of the store I will pay him. Unfortunately, I forgot it. Uh-oh, Yukinon, don't be a deadbeat. Go back right now and pay back the store. I'm sure that's not a true story, right, Yukinon? Helga, her sentence. If you don't want to meet a deadbeat, don't lend money. Hey, there's a good saying. There's a good phrase. Never a borrower or lender be. I haven't said this somewhere. Never a lender or borrower be. Never a lender or borrower be. So that means don't lend money to people and don't borrow money from people, and you'll be okay, right? Especially if you want to keep friends, you know, don't ask them for money. Don't lend them money, because if you lend money and they don't pay you back, it's a bad feeling. And then if you borrow money and you don't pay back, they'll have a bad feeling. So it's best to, if you just give them money, right? If you know, don't expect money back, right? Say, hey, I'll buy lunch. Lunch is on me, and it's a good feeling. Both people feel happy, right? But don't, you know, borrow money, don't lend money, right? Just buy lunch for your friend, buy breakfast for your friend, and everyone's happy. Mercy. Don't be a deadbeat, just pay. Good, Mercy. Yuki known. I made a mess with the tense. I hope you understand what. Yeah, no, that's a good sentence, Yuki known. I used to buy snacks in a store near my home. That's good, right? That happened in the past. I used to buy, right? When you were younger. Sometimes I didn't have money, right? Didn't. We're still in the past. Sometimes I didn't have money and I promised, right? We're still in the past. That's good. I promised to the owner of the store that I will pay him, right? So that's all good. Unfortunately, I forgot. So I would say, I forgot to pay back. So a little more information at the very end, but that's a good sentence, Yuki-non. So, the only thing I would change, I forgot to pay back, right? I forgot to pay the owner back. I forgot to pay the owner back. Good sentence. Okay, let's go. Mercy, don't be a deadbeat, just pay. Yep, for sure. Let's go 3 more minutes and then we have to change activities, right? I always have to be careful of the time. So let's go 3 minutes and then we'll go to our next activity. Actually, let's do, because we have a lot of green team people in the house. So let's go the last 3 minutes, only the green team. Okay, so I'm going to close the chat only to the green team for the last 3 minutes of making sentences of the idiom deadbeat. Okay, so I'm going to change over to the green team only for, okay, I think that did it. Okay, so 3 minutes. Green team, write your sentences, and then we will go to our next activity, which is our phrasal verbs. Okay. And again, I have hay fever, so I'm sorry about my coughing. Okay, Katie, if you want people to trust you, don't be a deadbeat. Yes, Katie, exactly. No one likes a deadbeat. No one can trust deadbeats. So you want people to believe you. You want people to trust you. So always pay back what you borrowed, do what you promised, and you will have friends forever. Be a good person. Don't borrow money. Smile and keep your promise, and you will always have friends, right? Okay, about 2 more minutes. Green team, write your sentences. 2 more minutes, green team, for your sentences. Okay, here we go. Mercy, I don't want to be a deadbeat. Yeah, no one wants to be a deadbeat. Good sentence, Mercy. I have water, I have coffee to keep from coughing. Okay, that helps. Carlos, please pay on time. Don't be a deadbeat. So we need a deadbeat. Boris, don't be like a deadbeat who racks up huge debts and ends up relying on others to survive. Good, Boris. Yuki known. I don't mind lending money to my friends. Fortunately, I don't know any deadbeats. Good. So that's fine, right? Deadbeats. You want S at the end. Right, so, and actually, if they're good friends and, you know, you guys trust each other and you always pay back, that's actually, you know, kind of a nice thing to have, you know, friends that you can, you know, borrow money from it. But of course, you always pay them back, and they borrow from you and they pay you back. And so that's a good relationship. Okay, and yeah, I agree, Boris. So Yuki-non has been very friendly to us here. She's been giving out gifting membership. So you see, we see a lot of green people, and that's because of Yuki-non. So Yuki-non is very a kind person. She is not a deadbeat, right? No way. So Yuki-non is very kind here in the chat for all of us. Okay, that's 3 minutes. I'm going to change it over. Everyone can write their sentences in the chat. We're going to change activities. We got a couple more I have to read from the green team here. And the deadbeat never pays his fair share. So the deadbeat never pays his fair share, even though he had money. Good, Anne. We just want to change your sentence a little bit. The deadbeat never pays, P-A-Y-S. Okay, Carlos, please pay on time. Don't be a deadbeat. Perfect. Okay, great. Okay, let's, I'm going to change it back to everybody can participate in the chat, and we will also go to our next activity. Hold on. Hold on, I need to make a change here. Why did it do this? Okay, I think we are back. And of course, you can see, so in the chat, only subscribers can participate in the chat. I do that to keep the bots out, to keep the spamming out. So before anyone could participate in the chat, but I got lots of spamming, and there were people who said rude things. And so now only subscribers, I've been doing this for a while, only subscribers can participate in the chat. I do that to keep a friendly, good, no spamming, no bad language. Keep all that out of the chat. Only good people, not just, we have a great chat here. We have a great group of people. We don't have a problem with spamming. We don't have a problem with people being mean. So that's because only subscribers can participate. So if you want to practice your English with us, right? With Boris and me, we are here to check your sentences. Please subscribe to the channel, and we keep the chat clean and friendly and wonderful. Okay, good. All right. Yeah, Carlos, we have friendly and polite people here for sure. And we help each other. We're here helping each other in the chat, right? We support each other because we're all here learning together and practicing together. So we are a supportive group for sure. Yeah, and Boris is here he's here every week. He's helping us. So I feel very fortunate. I feel lucky to have you all here with me for sure. Okay, let's go to our next activity, and that's our phrasal verbs. We have 9 phrasal verbs. No, that's not it. That's not it. Let's try again. And our topic is money. And we have a video. And we have a worksheet. So the video will introduce us to the 9 phrasal verbs, and then the worksheet is going to give us some example sentences so that we can then make our own sentences. And remember, phrasal verbs, it's a verb with a preposition. A verb with a preposition. And let's look at the video, and then we will make our own sentences. Okay, so the video is going to introduce us to the 9 phrasal verbs, and all these phrasal verbs are used with money, right? When you're talking about money, we are using these phrasal verbs. Let's check it out here. There it is. Let's go over the phrasal verbs. Okay, so our first phrasal verb is save up for. Save up for. That means to collect money over time. To collect money over time, right? So you want something like here we have some phones, right? Smartphones, and they're not cheap, they're expensive. And so many of us have to save our money. We save up money so we can buy a smartphone, right? And so, and then for is like what you are saving up your money for, right? So I'm saving up for a vacation. I'm saving up for college. I'm saving up for a smartphone. I'm saving up for a car, right? So save up for something. Okay, our second phrasal verb, pay off. Pay off, and that's to finish repaying a debt. You're finished, right? You've been paying. Like, let's say you borrowed money for college. And so after you finish college, you have to pay back that money. And usually you pay installments like every month. And so maybe that takes a few years. And so finally you pay off your debt, right? You pay off your college loan. You pay off your car. You pay off your house. And other things that you borrow money maybe from a bank, from a friend, and so you pay every month. And then when you finish, when it's all paid off, you're happy. Okay, our third phrasal verb is fork out. Fork out. That is to spend money, usually unwillingly. Unwillingly, right? Like it's something you don't want to do. Like for example, or maybe unexpected. So here, right, you have to fork out money for your car repairs. Like you're driving your car and oh no, something broke on my car. And so now you have to pay for those repairs. Maybe it's unexpectedly, or you don't have the money. It's like, I don't have it, but you pay it anyways. And so you're not happy about it. So you fork out money for something and usually you're not happy about it. Yeah, Yukinon. So like, yeah, your car breaks down. It's unexpected and you have to fork out money to get it fixed, right? Or you drop your phone, in the pool. You put your phone in your bathing suit, you go to the beach, you forget about your phone, you jump in the ocean, and boom, your phone needs to be repaired. So you have to fork out money to get your phone repaired, get it fixed. Okay, 4 is cut back on. Cut back on, and that means to reduce spending. Reduce spending. So cut back on. So you want to have more money in the bank. In the bank. You want more money in your pocket. So maybe you're going to cut back on things. Maybe you won't go to the movie theater, right? Because that's kind of expensive. So maybe you'll just stay home and watch movies at home. So you're going to cut back on going out to the movies, or you're going to cut back on going to restaurants. You're going to cut back on going to clubs. You're going to cut back on drinking alcohol. Something you don't want to spend so much money, right? You want to save more money. You want to reduce spending, right? You want to reduce your spending, lower your spending. Here we go. This is like the opposite. This is not cutting back on. No, this is splash out on. Splash out on. This is the opposite of the last phrasal verb. This is to spend a lot on something special. To spend a lot on something special. Well, it's special, right? So it's not happening all the time. Maybe once a year, you splash out on a great vacation. Once a year, you splash out on a party at your house. Something you spend a lot on, but it's special, right? You splash out on your wedding anniversary. You splash out on having a graduation party. You splash out on having an office party. Something like that. Something you do not do often. It's special. It's a special event. Okay, our sixth phrasal verb, take out a loan. Take out a loan. So it's not take out food, you're taking out money. So to borrow money from a bank. So you take out a loan. You need, let's say you want to buy a car, you go to the bank, take out a loan for a new car. You want to buy a house, you take out a loan to buy a house. Your kids want to go to college. College is very expensive. So maybe you have to take out a loan for their education. Or you want to go to college. You need to take out a loan for yourself. Eleonora is in the house. Hello, Eleonora. Okay, number 7, dip into. Dip into. So to use money from savings. To use money from savings. Oh boy, you have money you've been saving for a long time, but something happens. Maybe you lose your job, or you have an unexpected expense. Something happens. You need money. You need extra money, so you dip into your savings. You dip into your trust fund. You dip into your retirement. You dip into your stocks and bonds. Whatever you have been saving, you need some money, extra money, so you dip into that money. Okay, number 8, our 8th phrasal verb, run up. Run up. To create a large debt or bill. So a lot of times people have a problem with their credit card, so they'll run up a credit card bill. They keep spending more money that they don't have. They use their credit card, and so every month it grows. It gets more and more, they have to pay back more and more money. So they're running up a credit card bill, maybe a phone bill. You keep calling long distance, or you keep calling your friends, talking to your friends, and you run up a telephone bill. It gets more expensive. So run up means to increase the debt. What you owe gets larger and larger. Run up. One more, our last phrasal verb. Number 9, set aside. Set aside. And so to save money for a purpose. To save money for a purpose. So maybe you want to take a vacation, and so every month you set aside $100, let's say. Maybe every month you set aside $100, and then after a year you have $1,000, $1,200. Now you can take a trip. So I like doing that, right? I like setting aside a little bit every month, and then at the end of the year you have like some money and you can do something. You can have a good time, right? So you cut back on, let's say for example, you cut back on restaurants. Normally, let's say for example, you go out 3 times a week, but maybe you want to come to Japan. But that takes money to come to Japan, right? So, airfares are expensive. An airline ticket is expensive. So, don't go to a restaurant 3 days a week. Cut back 1 day a week. So, let's say, for example, you spend $30 at a restaurant. Well, instead of that, put aside that $30. And so every week, so that is $120 a month. So put aside that $120 a month, and then after a year, you can buy an airline ticket. You can come to Japan. So I think this is a good strategy. I like this. Set aside a little bit every month so you can go on vacation. You can buy something. So set aside to save money for a purpose, right? There's a reason you're setting aside. There's a goal attached to it, right? You want that money for a special purpose. Okay, good job. That is our phrasal verbs. Now we're gonna say them together. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. Let's say them together, and then we will do the worksheet. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm not gonna cough. Let's say them together. Here we go. Save up for. Save up for. Pay off. Let me do it again. Oh, it's going to be hard for me. It's going to be hard for me to say them together without coughing or clearing my throat. I'm so sorry. It's a terrible sound. I'm very, very sorry. Clearing my throat. That's what we call it. It's not a cough. It's a clearing sound, right? So it's like you want to get... so right now I have hay fever, and so the pollen is in my throat, so I clear my throat to get rid of it. It's kind of like coughing, but it's not quite coughing. But it doesn't sound good. I'm sorry. I'm going to try it again. Let's do it. I don't know if I can, but here we go. I'm going to do my best. Save up for. Save up for. Pay off. Pay off. Fork out. Fork out. Cut back on. Cut back on. Splash out on. Splash out on. Take out a loan. Take out a loan. Dip into. Dip into. Run up. Run up. Set aside. Set aside. I did it. All right. I'm happy. Thank you, Helga. May. I will be better in May. May. Next month, my hay fever will be finished. Okay, here we go. Let's go to our worksheet. Let's make sentences. Okay, good. All right, let's check the box. We did the video. The video introduced us to those 9 phrasal verbs. Now let's make sentences. Let's look at the worksheet. And remember, all the worksheets we do here on my Patreon, support me on Patreon so I can support you here. Support me there so I can support you here. And also my books, right? My 50 very short conversations, right? So, check out my books too, okay? Patreon, Amazon. Oh, that kind of go together. They rhyme. Patreon, Amazon. Okay, let's get into the worksheet. There we go. Okay, here is the worksheet, right? Our phrasal verbs are about money and finances. And we have our 9 phrasal verbs, and then we have example sentences. Thank you for that, Boris. Thank you, buddy. Okay, let's make it a little bit larger. So Boris put the links in the chat. Thank you, Boris. Okay, let's have a look at our phrasal verbs here. Save up for, to collect money over time. Pay off, to finish repaying a debt. Fork out, to spend money, usually unwillingly. 4, cut back on, to reduce spending. 5, splash out on, to spend a lot on something special. Take out a loan, to borrow money from a bank. 7, dip into, to use money from savings. Run up, to create a large debt or bill. 9, set aside, to save money for a purpose. Okay, let's look at the example sentences. Here they are. 1, I'm saving up for a new phone. I'm saving up for a new phone. So our phrasal verb, save up for. 2, he paid off his student loan last year. He paid off his student loans last year. And the phrasal verb is pay off. 3, I had to fork out $200 for car repairs. I had to fork out $200 for car repairs. Our phrasal verb, fork out. 4, we are cutting back on eating out. We are cutting back on eating out. Phrasal verb, cut back on. 5, they splashed out on a luxury vacation. They splashed out on a luxury vacation. And the phrasal verb, splash out on. 6, she took out a loan to start her business. She took out a loan to start her business. Our phrasal verb is take out a loan. 7, I had to dip into my savings this month. I had to dip into my savings this month. Our phrasal verb, dip into. Okay, number 8. He ran up a big phone bill last month. He ran up a big phone bill last month. Our phrasal verb, run up, run up. And then number 9, we set aside money each month for rent. We set aside money each month for rent. And the phrasal verb is set aside, set aside. Okay. Let's look at the phrasal verbs here. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Save up for, pay off, fork out, cut back on, splash out on, take out, dip into, run up, set aside. Okay. Make your sentences. It is time to write sentences using the phrasal verbs, okay? So I'm here, Boris is here. We're going to check your sentences in the chat. Okay, Helga has a sentence. My parents knew how to save up. Okay, Boris, here we go. It's time to cut back on going to fancy restaurants with your friends and set aside some money for something that you can truly take pleasure in, like going on vacation with your family. Nice sentences. Mercy, I am saving up for a new phone also. Yeah, good, Mercy. Yes, good. Carlos, I save up to buy a new table saw. Okay, now we have 2 choices, Carlos. Carlos, you can say, I am saving up to buy a new table saw, or I saved up to buy a new table saw. So two ways we have to change your sentence. You can say, I am saving up, or past tense, I saved up. Okay, like, so for example, Carlos, you can see Mercy's sentence, right? So same kind of sentence as yours. I'm saving up for a new phone. Carlos, you could be saving now, or you already saved. So are you saving now, or have you already saved? Helga, we didn't need to take out student loans and pay them off. Me too. When I was a university student, I could pay for myself, right? When I went to university a long time ago, it wasn't so expensive. So I was able to work, and actually I took out a small student loan, but actually it wasn't that small, like $6,000. So I had to borrow $6,000, but I was able to pay it off. And so anyways, today it's much more expensive to go to college. Okay, Mercy, I paid off my debt on time. Good. Don't be a deadbeat. Good, Mercy. Carlos, I'm saving up to buy a new table saw. Yes, good, Carlos. Okay, Yukinon, I had saved up for a premium mattress for a month. I bought it today. Oh, congratulations. Is that true, Yukinon? Is that a true story? You bought a new mattress today? Oh, okay. Nice. So, is it a Sealy mattress? What is who is the maker of the mattress? Boris, are you sure that dipping into your piggy bank can help you avoid getting into huge debt? Come on, good one. Sealy, yeah. So, Yukino, I bought a mattress, how many years ago? More than 15 years ago. Like, let's say 20 years ago, I bought a mattress, and it was a Swedish like space age mattress, and it came, so it was mail order. So I ordered it in a catalog, and it came in a little roll. And as soon as you open it, it came in it was flat, and then it went up, 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 and it's about this thick, and it is a great mattress. It's very sturdy. It's very firm. I like it firm. So it was a Swedish, they call it like space mattress, like, you know, like in the outer space, right? Like the astronauts. It was an astronaut mattress, and it came flat, and you open it, and it inflated in a way, and it's only about this thick. It's a very thin mattress. It's a very firm mattress. So you can lie on it, and the person next to you can be jumping, and you don't feel it. There's no vibration. It's very firm. I've had it for like 20 years. It's still a good mattress. Right? It's a great mattress. And anyways, Yukino, congratulations on your new mattress today. Congratulations. Okay, I'm looking at the chat. Katie, we cut back on going out to save money to buy a new phone. Good, good, good. Helga, I forked out 3,300 rubles for a new phone screen module last month. Good sentence. And with the cost of living, it's hard to save up for anything. I know, and I know. It's hard to say. I can't save. It's scary, right? It's scary not to be able to save, right? So live paycheck to paycheck. Live paycheck to paycheck. Because if you lose your job, then you're in trouble, right? Right, I guess if you have everything under control, right? You don't have any debt, and you have your job every month, then it's okay to live. You can do it. But for me, it's scary because I'm getting older, right? And my kids are getting more expensive because they're like in high school now, and they're going to be going into college. So it's like, how am I going to do it? So living paycheck to paycheck is scary, right? Not being able to save is scary. Okay, Helga, I need to cut back on spend. Okay, but food is expensive. Yeah, so food here in Japan too, Helga, food is getting more expensive. Actually, rice doubled in price. We're having a rice shortage here in Japan. Okay, Helga, I need to cut back on my spending. I need to cut back on my spending, but food is expensive here. Okay, Helga, people used to splash out on weddings here. Yeah, same with Japan, but people are cutting back. Carlos, my credit card runs up a lot ran up a lot this month. I will save up to pay it. Okay, Carlos, so my credit card ran up a lot this month. My credit card ran up a lot. Ran up a lot. Mercy, we forked out so much for our kids' education. Yep, I do every month. It's crazy how much. Here in Japan, education is very expensive. Even like for high school, you have to pay money. So my daughter's high school is like $500 a month just for the tuition. And then they have school uniforms and then books. We have to pay all that. And then my other daughter, she's third year junior high school, and that's not as expensive as high school, but it's still more than $100 a month. And then she goes to a private tutor, like they call it a cram school, and that's $300 a month. So I can't believe it. It's very different than my experience when I was a kid living in Los Angeles. Very different when I was younger. Okay. Let's go. This is what we're going to do. Let's go 3 more minutes, and then I'm going to go members only sentences, like only the green team, for 4 minutes, and then we will do our next activity. Okay, so 3 minutes, everyone write your sentences, then I'm going to switch it back to only the green team can write their sentences. Okay, so 3 minutes, write your sentence, and then we're going to switch to only members. Whoops, no. Hold on, mistake. Okay, 3 minutes. Write your sentence. Here we go. Oh, let me switch back to the worksheet. You can see the phrasal verbs there. Okay, Helga, to dip into savings isn't a good idea. I agree. But sometimes it can't be helped. And rice doubled in price, so the splash out just to buy. So you splashed out just to buy rice. Yes. So and here in Japan we're having a rice shortage, right? And so I don't, because of weather or whatever, I'm not sure, but overnight, like it doubled in price, like overnight. And so rice is expensive anyways in Japan, but it just doubled in price. So I don't grow rice, so there's nothing I can do. Okay, let's get back. Okay, let's see. Oh, Sumayet. I need to cut back on my spending. Good, Sumayet. Carlos, my credit card ran up a lot this month. Perfect. Let's see. Katie, I had to fork out, I'm not sure, Brazilian Rio or Real, maybe Real. Had to fork out 250 Real for some health exams. Yep, that's kind of like unexpected, unwilling. Helga, it's better to run up big bill. Oh, not. I was going to say, what? What do you mean? It's better not to run up big bills. I agree. Mercy, we cut back on our monthly spending. So cut is irregular, so it's going to be cut. So it's no ED there. We cut back on our monthly bill. So it's just the same verb tense. So it's the same. cut, cut, cut. Carlos, I have to save up to pay it. Yes. Or I have to save up to buy a new table saw. I have to save up to buy a new table saw. Okay, that is 3 minutes. Now, okay, now I'm going to make it only the green team. Okay, and so I'll give you 4 minutes, green team, 4 minutes to write your sentences with the phrasal verb about money. And then after 4 minutes, we're going to change activities. We're going to do our picture description, right? You're going to write about, you're going to make a sentence describing the pictures in the passive voice, okay? So let's go 4 minutes, only the green team. So I have to switch back. Hold on here. Okay. This should work now. Okay, good. Okay, 4 minutes, write your sentences. Green team, start. Okay, let's see, Mercy. Okay, we cut back on our monthly bills. Carlos, I have to save up to, good. Henna, I forked out all my work money and now I am running out of money to pay my debt. I guess I'll be a deadbeat. Hannah, very good using deadbeat with our phrasal verbs. Good. I hope that's not true. I hope that is not true. Let's see, Helga, I need to set aside money for summer because I'll have no work in summer. Oh boy. Yep. So you have to set aside for a rainy day. Eleonora, in Los Angeles, private schools cost about $1,200, but public schools. I know, Eleonora. Here in my daughter goes to a public school or a private school, and hers is $500. So Los Angeles is very, very expensive. Eleonora, you live in. Oh, I know where you live. You live a little out by the valley, right? You told me where you lived before. And actually, I like that area. It's a nice area. In summer, it gets hot though, huh, Eleanor? Where you live in the summer, it gets very hot. Oh. One more time. Tell me where you live. Not, I know where you, I know, I can't think of the name. Okay, remember, it's about 2 more minutes, right? Your sentences. Mercy, we cut back on our monthly bills. Good, 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 Mercy. Bores, I believe that forking out money for something in your life that has no special purpose and is only for showing off to others can lead to you drowning in debt and nothing more. Okay, we have to change a little bit, Bores, a little bit at the end there. And is only for showing off to others can lead to you drowning in debt. So just, yeah, put the to in front of the you and put drowning. And you got a good. Yeah, I don't understand people doing that. I don't understand. San Gabriel? Not San Gabriel, right, Eleonora? But there's a wonderful park or like museum with flowers, right? Like an old house. I went there once. Carlos, finally I paid off my car. Now I'm dipping into okay, Carlos, how about Finally, I paid off my car. Now I'm dipping into my savings to get a new house. Dipping into my savings to get a new house. Yeah, good, Boris. Can lead to drowning in debt and nothing more. Perfect. Okay, Yuki-non. The bills of electricity and gas were so high this season, so I will cut back on unnecessary spending. Good. So, what we want to do there, Yuki-non, we want to put bills last. So, the electricity and gas bills were, okay, Yuki-non, the electricity and gas bills were high. Mercy. Boris would check my last sentence with splash out. And I was saving up for a trip, but I had to dip into the money in order to fork out for vet bills. Yeah. You're welcome, Yuki-non. Carlos dipping into savings. Yep. Okay, good. Okay, we're going to change activities. I'm going to switch to everyone can participate in the chat now. So give me a second. I have to go back to go back to editing here. Hold on. It takes me a minute here to get it back. Okay, I think, okay, so now we're back to subscribers only. And remember, I do only subscribers because we want a spam-free, bad language free, right? We want a nice friendly chat, so only subscribers can participate. So if you want to practice your English with us, if you want Boris, if you want me to check your sentences, you need to subscribe to my channel. I do that to keep the bots out, to keep the spamming out, so we have a friendly, kind, helpful environment in the chat. Okay, Boris, nowadays I can't splash out on anything. It's okay, Mercy. Okay, good, everyone. So we're going to change activities now. And our next activity, well, let me get rid of the worksheet here. So remember, Patreon for worksheets. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's go to our next activity, and we're going to describe pictures. Describe Glendale. That's it, Eleonora. Glendale. That's right. I like Glendale. You have the mountains. In the winter, it can get cold. Summer, hot. Yeah, I like Glendale. It's a nice, peaceful place. I think it was a long time, well, I was there a long time ago, right? I've been in Japan for a long time. So my memory of Glendale, Eleonora, was 30 years ago. So I'm sure it's still nice after 30 years. But it's always good to see you, Eleonora. It's always good to see you. Okay, our next activity is describe the pictures. Number 3, let's put it here. Okay, and we're going to use the present, the topic is daily activities. And we're going to use the present simple. Passive voice. So the action's happening to the subject. So the subject isn't doing it, it's being done to the subject, okay? And we'll look at the worksheet, and it's going to tell us exactly the pattern we need, right? So we're going to use the present. We're going to use the past participle. Okay, let's have a look at the worksheet. I think that's it right there. Yeah, Carlos, I miss the United States. I miss it. Okay, here we go. Let's make it a little bit larger. Let's make it the directions here so everyone can see. Okay, so we have our directions, right? So look at the pictures. Use the passive voice to describe each activity. Write sentences for each picture. So below, write your sentence. And then let's talk about, so the action's happening to the subject and the doer is unknown. We don't know who is doing the action. We don't know who is doing the action, okay? We don't know. So the thing receiving the action plus be verb, that is, I have to make it larger. I can't even see it. I can't see it. Okay, so that's larger now. So the thing receiving the action, right? And plus the be verb, am, is, are, was, were, been, plus past participle. That is the pattern there. That's how we make the sentences. The thing receiving the action, be verb, past participle. Okay, so let's look at an example. Now I have to make it smaller. Thanks, Eleonora. Thank you. Okay. Let's make it smaller. I have to make it larger so you can see the example. Sorry. Okay, so our first example. Okay, so our activity is wash the dishes. Okay, so our daily activity is wash the dishes, right? We do that every day. We wash the dishes every day. So we're saying the dishes, right? That is the thing, right? That's the object. It's receiving the action, right? The thing is receiving the action. So the dishes are, that's our be verb. And then washed, that's our past participle. That is our past tense verb. The dishes is that's the object, that's the thing that's being done to. And then are is our be verb, and then our past participle, our past tense verb is washed, and then plus more, like for example, every day, right? The dishes are washed every day. We don't know who is doing it, right? So it's not like, oh, I am washing the dishes. No, no, no. Passive voice is, we don't know who is doing the action, right? And the object is receiving the action. So the dishes are washed every evening. We don't know who's doing it, but that's the routine, right? The dishes are washed every evening. Okay, so we're gonna use that pattern to make sentences describing the pictures. I'll make the worksheet smaller now so we can see everything. And then below, right, that's where you write your sentences. Okay, so let's look at the actions here, the daily actions. I'm sorry about moving the worksheet so much. Okay, so we have our first daily action, wash the dishes. Then our second one, sweep the floor, take out the trash, prepare lunch, fold the clothes, feed the dog, clean the bathroom, serve breakfast, wash the car. Okay, so these are things, normal things we do every day. And so we have to, so we don't know who's doing it, right? And the thing is being done to it, right? So the verb is sweep. And then the thing is the floor. So we have to put that first. So the floor, and then the be verb is, and then we have to put sweep into past tense, swept. That's irregular, so we have to use a past participle. So for example, number 2, the floor is swept maybe in the morning. The floor is swept in the afternoon. Whatever you want, just the basic sentence here, using the passive voice, the floor is swept. The floor is swept. Right? The floor is receiving the action. Right? The floor is being done. We don't know who's doing it. We don't know who is sweeping the floor. We don't know. Passive voice is, the floor is swept. Okay, so Kadeen has a sentence. Good. Oh, well, Helga's first here. The dishes are washed by mom. Yeah, that works. Okay, so for example, okay, so I just said like, we don't know. So there's actually, there's 2 ways. Okay, so the pattern has to be the same, right? Let's look at Helga's sentence. Helga says, the dishes are washed by mom. I'll write it on the board. The dishes are washed by mom. Okay, so here we know who did it, right? But we are focusing on the object. Okay, we're focusing on the thing, right? And so the thing is being washed by mom, right? Mom is not the prime. We're not mentioning mom first. Like, if we want to make it active, if we want to make an active sentence, mom washes the dishes. Mom washes the dishes, but we're going to put it in the passive, so we're focusing on the dishes, not mom. The dishes are washed by mom. Or we don't have to even mention mom, right? We can, but we don't have to. We could say the dishes are washed every evening. The dishes are washed every day, for example. Or the dishes are washed after we eat. Okay, so the passive voice focuses on the object being, the actions happening to the thing, the object, the actions happening to it, right? It's being are washed, right? The actions happening to the object. You don't have to mention who did it. So mom's the doer here, but we're focusing on the object, the dishes. Okay, I have to go back here. Okay, let's see. Okay, Helga, right? And then next we have Kadeen. The dishes are washed by the washing machine. I would say in is better. Okay, Kadeen. The dishes are washed in the washing machine. That's good. In, though, not by, in. Okay, let's see. And okay, good. The floor is swept regularly. Yes, good, Anne. Carlos, the floor is swept in the morning. Okay, so we need the past tense. I'll write the pattern. So we have the object plus be verb plus the past participle, past tense. Okay, so wash is a regular verb, so we just use ed. If it is a irregular verb, like example sweep, that's irregular. So sweep becomes swept. Okay, so if it's a regular verb, we add ed. If it's irregular, we put it into the past participle, sweep, swept. Okay? Let me go. I have to go back and I haven't been looking at the chat. Okay, good, Helga. Yukinon, the floor was swept today. That's good. Eleonora, the floor is swept every evening. Yes. Yukinon. Yeah, good, Yukinon. We use passive voice when the person who does the action is not important or relevant. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, kind of like the doer is unknown or not important. Okay. I will write a letter. The letter will be written by me. Yeah. Eleonora, lunch is prepared every evening. Good. And the dusty floor is rarely swept. Okay, Boris, the dog is chased away by the cat. Helga, the floor isn't swept. That's okay, Boris. Yeah. So Boris, like he wrote a sentence that's not part of this worksheet. That's okay, no problem. We're here practicing, and we're practicing the passive voice, so no problem, Boris. Examples are good. Okay, Katie, the floor is swept twice a day. Smayet, the dusty floor is rarely swept. Katie, the dishes are washed in the washing machine. Perfect. Helga, the trash must be taken out. Helga, the lunch is prepared by me. Mercy, the trash was swept by me every evening. Carlos, the dog is fed in the morning. Katie, the trash is taken out at night. Helga, the clothes aren't folded for an hour. What? The dog isn't fed yet? Good. Let's look at, I'm just going to say them in just simple, okay, I'm going to just, because it isn't, you know, it's not so simple, really. You know, the concept may not be so simple, all right? We just have to put the the object in front, right? So the floor is swept, right? The floor is the object. We're going to put that in front. The floor is swept. We're going to put the verb in the past tense or past participle. The trash is taken out. Lunch is prepared. The clothes are folded. Now, clothes, right? So we need the are verb. The clothes are folded. 6, the dog is fed. 7, the bathroom is cleaned. 8, breakfast is served. 9, the car is washed, right? So that's just the basic form here, right? I'll do it one more time. The dishes are washed. The floor is swept. The trash is taken out. The lunch is prepared. The clothes are folded. The dog is fed. The bathroom is cleaned. Breakfast is served. The car is washed, right? So, but then we could add more information, right? And a lot of you, that's what you're doing. Adding more information to make it a more interesting sentence, more detail, right? More detail gives. So when you make your sentence, when you give your sentence more detail, right? More information, the person listening will understand better, right? The person listening to you will understand better, right? So the more information you provide, the more detail you say, the listener can understand better, okay? So, of course, oh, the floor is swept. All right. But if you add more detail, the floor is swept twice a day. Oh, okay, I understand better. Or the dog is fed. But if you give more detail, the dog is fed in the morning. Oh, okay, I feed my dog in the morning too, right? So when you're speaking to someone and you give them more information, more detail, the better they will understand you. Okay, Yukino, the clothes weren't folded after the washing ended. Oh no, wrinkly clothes. And the clothes are folded neatly and put away. Very good. Mercy, lunch is prepared by me every day. Helga, the bathroom is cleaned up. It's shining. Katie, the lunch is prepared after breakfast. Helga, the breakfast is served by a waiter. The car is just washed. Everyone, no problem using the passive voice. And the dusty car was washed and now shines. Good. Henna, the car has been washed by a guy because he forked out all his money and now he needs to work hard to pay his debt. Otherwise, he'll be a deadbeat. Wow, you know, I just have to say, Hannah's been going to town. The last few weeks, she's been really trying hard. She's been making great connections using using the topics we've been practicing. And Hannah, it's really great, Hannah. It's wonderful because everyone can see your example sentences and how you're connecting what we've been doing. Each activity, you've been connecting them all together, making interesting sentences, fun sentences. And when you make connections, you remember. And when you make them interesting, it's even easier to remember, right? And so when you make connections and you put some thought into it, you put creativity into it, you make it interesting, it's more impactful for you and other people reading your sentences. So great job, Hannah. Fantastic. Keep it up. Keep going. Don't be shy. Keep making those connections. Keep writing interesting sentences. Great. That's a great sentence. I'll do it. I'll read it one more time. It's fantastic. The car has been washed by a guy because he forked out a lot of money. He forked out all his money. Sorry, I read your sentence wrong. I'll start again. The car has been washed by a guy because he forked out all his money. I can't read. Yours is my mistake. Here we go. One more time. I'm sorry, Hannah. The car has been washed by a guy because he forked all his money out, and now he needs to work hard to pay his debt. Otherwise, he'll be a deadbeat. Yeah, so he's washing cars to pay off his debt. Very good. But that's a good guy, right? He's working to pay the debt, right? He's not a deadbeat. So what's happening in Hannah's sentence, he ran up a big bill. Maybe he spent too much on, like Boris was talking about, like, don't buy something just to impress people, right? Don't buy something that you can't afford. And otherwise, you're going to have a big bill. You're going to run up your credit card. There's a chance you'll be a deadbeat, right? So that's not good. And what Hannah, her sentence, a guy did that, but he's not a deadbeat because he's working hard to pay it off. And he made a mistake, but now he is working hard, washing cars, doing what he can to pay that bill, to pay off the debt, so he will not be a deadbeat, right? So, because Hannah said otherwise, right? Otherwise, that's a great word, otherwise. So, if he didn't work hard, he would be a deadbeat. Otherwise, right? So, otherwise means in another case, in another situation. Right? If he didn't work hard, wash cars, he would be a deadbeat, right? But he's not, right? In a different situation, otherwise, he would be a deadbeat, but he is washing cars, and so he is not a deadbeat because he's paying off his debt. Okay, I'm going to, looking at the time, and I gotta go to I gotta take a break, a bathroom break. Okay, we're gonna go 4 minutes, green team, write your sentences, and then we have a quiz in the chat. On top of the chat, there's a white box, and in the white box, there's a sentence. In the sentence, there is a missing word. You have a choice of the best word. Which of those 4 words is the best word for the sentence? I'm going to turn on only the green team. I have to take a bathroom break. Boars, can you check the chat for me? Okay, I'm going to switch it over to the green team, right? The members, they are a special supporter, so I need to do this for them. Okay, here we go. Okay, so only the green team. For 4 minutes, okay? Write your sentences. I need to take a bathroom break. So Boris, can you check the chat for me? Oh, let me put the worksheet on. Okay. Let me get this. Hold on a sec, let me get things organized. Okay. So we got about 30 seconds. Carlos, the bathroom is cleaned in the morning. Okay, so mornings, so Carlos, you don't need in the for mornings, right? Like every morning, right? The bathroom is cleaned mornings. If you want in the, you need morning, no S. So it is the bathroom is cleaned mornings, or the bathroom is cleaned in the morning. Okay, I'm going to turn back. Everyone can participate in the chat now. Hold on, give me a couple of seconds here. Well, subscribers, right? You need to be a subscriber. I do that. So we have we don't have bots or spamming. So by having only subscribers in the chat, we have a good group and there's no problems. Okay, good, Carlos. Okay, everyone can participate in the chat now. And the dog is fed twice a day. Yeah, okay. Carlos, the bathroom is cleaned in the morning. Good, 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 good. Okay. Let's see, Katie. The car is washed on Saturdays. Those are all, you guys are doing great. So yeah, so basically, when, for the passive voice, we use it if you don't want to mention the doer, right? The person doing the action. If you don't want to mention the person, put it in the passive voice. Or if you want to focus on the thing, right? Not the action, but the thing, right? The dishes are washed in the morning. So you're focusing on the dishes, right? And you're not saying who did it, right? You're not mentioning who did it, and you're not focusing on the action. You're focusing on the thing, the dishes, right? The dishes are washed every evening. So you're emphasizing, you're putting focus into or on the dishes. You're putting the focus on the dishes. The dog is fed in the morning. You are focusing on the dog, right? The floor is swept. You're focusing on the floor. The car is washed. You're focusing on the car. You're focusing on the thing. You are putting the thing first, okay? And if you put the thing first, it's got to be in the past, or it has to be in the passive voice, right? Thing plus be verb plus the past tense. Okay, good job. Okay, any questions, anybody? Before we go to our quiz, I will put a minute, so I'll wait for you. If you have a question I'll answer, ask me your question in the next minute. If you don't have any questions, then we'll go to the quiz in the chat. On top of the chat, there's a white box. In the white box, there's a sentence. In the sentence, there's a missing word. You have a choice of 4 words. Choose the best word. Thank you, Carlos. I appreciate that. So there's the timer. I'm going to have lunch soon. Lunch will be served in 20 minutes. Lunch will be eaten by me. Lunch will be made by me. Lunch, so I'm focusing on lunch, right? I'm not focusing on me. Oh, I'm going to make lunch. No, I'm focusing on lunch. Lunch will be served. Okay, Helga says, Mark, tell about using the words like shown. So you mean that expression, shown? Shown? One more time, Helga. I'm not sure exactly what you want me to talk about. Oh, really? Okay. I'm not a, so Carlos says, Mark, I will watch Formula One from Japan in 2 hours. I'm not a Formula One fan. I've been Long Beach. They have a Formula One race in Long Beach. When I was a kid in high school, I went once. It was pretty exciting, right? The sound of the cars, but I'm not really a fan. Oh, okay, we were shown a movie. The movie was shown to us. So, what your first example, we were shown a movie. So you're doing that, we, and then the past or the be verb were, we were, and then you're focusing. That's the active voice. And then the movie was shown to us. That's the passive voice because the object is first. Where we, that's the subject first. So we were shown a movie. That is the active. And then and you're using it in the past tense, right? We were shown a movie last week. We were shown a movie last night. We were shown a movie in class. Okay. Henna, is it okay to use has been like I did? So, okay, Henna, the dog has been fed. Yeah. I think that's fine. Maybe it's not passive. I'd have to, maybe it's not exactly passive. Maybe it's more of the present perfect tense. Yeah, I think it's the present perfect tense because it's an action that started in the past and it is, right? And so, yeah, so actually, Henna, the dog has been fed. That is the present perfect tense. That's right, Fire. Lunch will be eaten by me. Oh, thank you, Eleonora. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the quiz in the chat. Yeah, it is. It's lunchtime for me. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Okay, in the chat, on top of the chat, there's a white box. In the white box, there's a sentence. In the sentence, there's a missing word. You choose the best word, okay? That's it? Yeah? Have you done it? If you haven't done it, do it. Go ahead and choose the best word. If you haven't done it, I'm clearing my throat here. Okay, here we go. Are you ready for the quiz? All right. The sentence is, I would like a of water, please. I would like a of water, please. Choose the best word. Is it glasses? Is it bowl? Is it glass? Is it plate? Does the sentence go like this? I would like glasses of water, please. I would like a bowl of water, please. I would like a glass of water, please. I would like a plate of water, please. Is it glasses? Is it bowl? Is it glass? Is it plate? Choose the best word. Good luck. Actually, the answer is glass, right? But let's say, for example, you took your dog to a restaurant. Actually, more and more restaurants in Los Angeles have like outdoor seating. That's after COVID, they expanded the outdoor seating. And so if the restaurant has outdoor seating, they let dogs. Many restaurants with outdoor seating, right, tables outside, you can take your dog. And so a lot of people, I would like a bowl of water, please. So for their dog, right? Dogs can't drink out of a glass, they drink out of a bowl. So if you take your dog to the restaurant, maybe you ask for a bowl of water, but people, humans, we drink water from a glass, right? So I would like a glass of water, please. Okay, good. Okay, well, it's lunchtime. I need to go. I'll be back on Tuesday, 5 p.m. Tuesday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Here in Japan, it's Sunday. And yeah, bowl of water for my dog. That's right. And okay, so everyone, love and peace to you and your family. Stay healthy, stay safe, smile. And yeah, so when you smile, you're happy and you pass that happiness to others too. And the green team, thank you. Green team, thank you for your kind support. I really appreciate it. And Amazon for my books. Check out my books at Amazon, and you can look at a few pages on Amazon, see if you like it. If you like it, please purchase them on Amazon. Patreon for my worksheets. Everything is in the descriptions. Support me so I can support you. Join the Friendly Green Team. We have a great group of people on the Green Team. Yes, we do. You could see them now in the chat. Fantastic people, very friendly people, very helpful people. Boars, thank you. Let's give Boars a big thank you, everyone, for his hard work, for his generosity, for his kindness, for his skill in helping us. Good, thank you, Katie. And you too, have a great evening, right? You're going to bed now, Katie. Thank you, Boars. All the links are in the chat there. Thank you, Boars. Castorine, thank you. Buenas noches, Carlos. Okay, thank you again, everyone. Special thank you to Green Team. Special thank you to Boars. Love and peace to you and your family. Be safe, stay healthy, smile. Don't forget to smile. And I'll be back on Tuesday. Until then, take it easy. Let's count down and say goodbye together, shall we? And Yuki-non, a special thank you to you too. Thank you, Yuki-non. Okay, here we go. We are counting down and saying goodbye together. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much. I will see you soon. Until then, take it easy. Bye. Thank you, everyone. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.